Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's K-Wing here, providing yet another informative video guide, walkthrough, let's play, whatever, on Batman Arkham City for the PS3, 360, and PC. If you like what you see, then by all means, please rate this video, comment, and subscribe. Though if you like Batman, rate this video anyway, don't let the Joker win. Well, on to the episode already in progress. Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Batman Arkham City, and as you can tell, my voice is finally back. Awesome. And we're actually very close towards Christmas, but today is the start of Hanukkah, so we just want to wish our Jewish friends a happy Hanukkah, and we hope you all have a great, what is it, celebration of lights for 8 days or something?
Yeah, like Festival of Lights.
Festival of Lights, so yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and we're actually a very green Christmas so far. There's been a little bit of snow, and I was very disappointed, so I'm looking forward to playing Batman Arkham City so we can, get into that. And as you can see, we got a cool gift from the developers. They gave us the Batman Incorporated costume, which is the Bruce Wayne costume, actually, after he comes back from the whole R.I.P. and Batman Reborn thing. Yeah, it's actually, it's a pretty cool suit. I like it. It kind of reflects the Keaton bat suit a little bit. You can see with the emblem on his chest.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's the costume we're going to be using. Today we are going to be doing the custom challenge because I don't feel like competing with anybody. And as you all know, today is the day that the Joker Carnival, the Iceberg Lounge, and of course the Batcave released. And the Batcave, unfortunately, is only a Predator mission. And since I'm more familiar with the controls now, it's going to be definitely a stealth playthrough, but I'm going to be taking my time, so I'm not going to be paying attention to the clock, and I want to talk about the Dark Knight Rises, as well as the Batcave, and my theories for, hopefully, episodic content for Arkham City.
Yes, I had a feeling you'd want to talk about the Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, that was so amazing. That trailer gave me goosebumps.
That's great.
Whew.
Looks like it's going to be, like, one of the best yet.
I think it's going to be much better than the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Even though I like the Dark Knight, it was, yeah.
It was like the dark one of the trilogy.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
The Empire Strikes Back of the trilogy.
It just felt like, especially with Heath Ledger's passing, that they had to do some things differently in it.
Yeah.
Which, I think Joker was supposed to be a major focus of the third movie along with Two-Face. It feels like Two-Face is introduced, and then bang, Two-Face is dead.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't able to be everything that it was originally intended to be. So,
okay. Now, as this challenge map opens up, you can see, actually people have not entered the Batcave, as Hugo Strange said he was going to go and have my butler dragged out into the streets and shot. So this is a simulation that Batman's doing with holograms, basically, which he did a lot in the New Adventures, the Batman New Adventures show, which came after the animated series, as well as he also did this in Justice League.
Oh. So
yeah, these are holograms that can kill, basically. And I will lead you guys through how to get the, I guess you would say, the achievement or the Riddler trophy for this. What we're going to want to do is scare the guy that's coming over here, and we're just going to wait for that and talk about, of course, the Batcave. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. I mean, this is a massive map. You can see over in the corner, way over there, is a very bad version of the Batwing. I'm not a real fan of it. It's kind of small. It's not really my thing,
I see.
Well, it looks like a little plane. It doesn't really look like the Batwing is much bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
See, that's how we scare him.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you're really psyched about this new unlocked content.
Enemy device found.
Oh, this game, you mean?
Yeah, and this new the Bat cave level.
Well, I am bummed about one thing. I mean, there is no Robin memorial for Jason Todd in the Batcave. You have a strange Batman memorial right there. Either that or maybe that's where the costume is laid up while I'm out on patrol. But, yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Yeah, that would be one thing that would definitely be there. So.
Well, yeah, especially, and they'll see in a later video that Jason Todd is mentioned.
Report. Any contact?
No, no contact, but you're gonna go sleepy pie for a little bit. Actually, no, there's too many of them here. But yeah, the Batcave, as you can see, it's good size. There's a Batmobile right there. Nope. And you can see the dinosaur. There is no giant penny. There is no Joker cards. There is really not a lot of stuff for traditional Batman fans. This was just kind of put together. The T-Rex is not over by the famous Bat computer, which is right there. Yeah, so.
I don't know. I don't remember the T-Rex, but.
No, the T-Rex is always in Batman, but it's not near the Bat computer. Oh. It was a thing from Batman's thing. Alright, we're going to silently take this guy out. And of course he's going to alert his buddies because I believe he is wearing a heart monitor. Yep. And this is my whole argument for the whole Arkham City thing. You see that the Batcave leads into the sewers. So he could have totally gone to the Batcave in the game instead of this just being a, you know, a challenge map. But anyway, Dark Knight Rises. Very, very excited. And I'm actually going to talk about more about that right now because I saw the trailer and it was like I was just blown away. I don't know if I really like the whole national anthem being done, but they kind of portray everything at the football game, which is actually the Pittsburgh Steelers stadium. I don't remember the name of the new stadium. I went to Three Rivers when I was a kid, but I don't remember the name of the Steelers' new stadium, which was recently built. And of course, a lot of people saw the trailer and they're like, why doesn't Bane have tubes in his arms? And why isn't he like this big steroid guy? The Joker should be the main bad guy, or, you know, the Riddler, or somebody really a threat. And it's like, Christopher Nolan has taken... Uh-oh, I threw a batarang. That was dumb. Christopher Nolan has taken the... Stop throwing batarangs. You're going to alert them to where you are. There was a comic in the 90s called the Nightfall arc, where basically Batman is finally defeated and he loses, basically. And it's bad.
Anyone got eyes on the target?
No, I don't have eyes on the target.
Yeah, people should stop bugging Christopher Nolan because he didn't write the story.
On me! Target spotted!
Nope. Okay, that's also how you get the other trophy. What you did is you basically turn off his gun and then beat him up. I can't do the other trophy where you have to throw the batarang and it hits him in the back of the head and then you can do your thing. So I'm just going to pick these guys up one at a time. But anyway, yeah. There's the Batwing. It's kind of lame.
Right, so this new Dark Knight Rises is going to be off that comic.
Yeah, it's based on the Nightfall arc where Batman was defeated and he was replaced by somebody who was not a very good Batman. And then Batman used both the Lazarus Pit and other means to come back as Batman. So when people were saying how Ra's al Ghul and Liam Neeson and some other people are going to be in this, and even Talia al Ghul is mentioned, then you know that this isn't the death of Batman. One thing that I was really annoyed about when watching the trailer is all these comments saying, oh no, Batman's dying. Batman can't die. Oh, Gordon Levitt's going to replace Batman. It's like, they're not killing Bruce Wayne. If they did that, then the movie would be called Batman Dies, or The Fall of Batman, The End of Batman. It's called Batman Rises. So, yeah. But to talk more about Nightfall, how it happens, which you can kind of see foreshadowed in the movie, is Bane breaks everybody out of Arkham Asylum, or which in this movie will be the Narrows. Wow. So Batman is running all over Gotham trying to stop these people, and Bane is like a creature watching his prey. He's watching Batman take down the different villains and seeing all Batman's abilities and secrets and all this other stuff, how he deals with this. And when Batman finally captures the last person, he is exhausted. He thinks he's done, but Bane puts a tracer on the Batmobile, follows him back to the Batcave. They fight. He totally humiliates Batman, and then when Batman says, just kill me, Bane's like, that'll be too easy. He lifts him up in the air, and he bursts him over his knee, and he shatters Batman's spine and leaves him there, and he says, You know, why kill you when I can break you? And he breaks him, and he just looks at Batman. Batman's crying, and Bane just walks away. That was the most iconic moment in comics ever, because Batman was completely defeated, and you know, it was on his own terms. He had home field advantage. You know, Bane was this nobody who was playing Batman, and how he beat him was he tired Batman out. And I think that's how this movie's going to play. We see Bruce Wayne with a cane, which could be two things. One thing, it could be at the end of The Dark Knight, Batman got shot in the leg, and he also got shot in the arm, so it would explain why he's kind of walking with a limp and a little bit damaged. Or it could also be Bane defeats Batman, and Batman, you know, after 8 years, he's finally able to walk with a cane, because we do see Batman battling Bane after he releases the contents of Arkham Asylum, like, or the Narrows of Dread. No grenade. Grenades are bad.
It was close.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Now, I should totally be getting shot right now. Oh, you can see the glitch with his cape. So shame. Alright. Sorry, I got kind of caught up in the whole Dark Knight Rises thing that I wasn't really paying attention.
I was getting caught up in that too. So I was getting caught up in listening to you.
Alright. Let's figure out what we're supposed to do. Okay, they're all trying to look for me. That's fine. We're gonna play with some other gadgets here, but let's see. Where was I before I got interrupted? Basically,
he broke
Batman. Yeah. So in the movie, there are numerous instances where we see Bruce Wayne, especially in the trailer, you know, walking with a cane. So, and Christopher Nolan has even said, you know, Dark Knight Rises takes place 8 years after The Dark Knight. So the movie opens up like the prologue with Bane escaping this maximum security prison somewhere in the world. Commissioner Gordon having the funeral for Harvey Dent at Bruce Wayne's place. And then I don't really know how anything else falls into place other than that. Gordon Levitt, Christopher Nolan has said he's not going to play Robin, he's not going to play Nightwing. But if the character's name is James Paul Valley or Gene Paul Valley or something, then we definitely know that Gordon Levitt is going to replace Batman. There are lots of instances in the trailer where you see a different, like, kind of physique of Batman facing Bane, and it looks like either it's a stunt double or it could be a whole nother person in the suit. What was key about Nightfall is Batman's successor does defeat Bane, but he goes kind of crazy, and Batman has to come back and get Gotham back from the crazy Batman. But in this movie, since Nolan is more about realistic stuff, I think Gordon Levitt is going to try to replace Batman. I think he's going to find one of Batman's old bat suits after Bane and everybody has stormed Wayne Manor, because in the trailer, you see Bruce and everybody being attacked once again by either the League of Shadows or somebody else, because you see Bane's men or somebody else propelling down the well, like that we saw, that was introduced in Batman Begins. So Wayne Manor is going to play a very crucial thing in this movie. And they've already said the Batcave is in it, and Batman has a new vehicle and all this other stuff. So we know Nolan is going to be combining elements from The Long Halloween and Nightfall and possibly even the Batman Beyond thing, because we saw like this kind of floating Batmobile chasing another Batmobile, which is the original Tumbler. And it even has the original camouflage paint job. So,
wow.
Yeah, because Joker blew up the really good one.
Yeah, the cool one.
The cool one.
Painted black.
That was one of the saddest parts of the movie for me. I was so upset. It was like, why? The Tumbler was awesome. It's not as cool as the Keaton car, but it's still pretty cool.
I know, if they were just gonna blow it up,
knock him out?
They could have given it to me. No.
There's only one guy left? Oh, that sucks. See, I mean, there aren't that many guys. The cave's not that big. It's kind of big. So I guess we'll just spend our time talking about the movie.
Those are some pretty cool ideas, babe. I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect from the new movie, but it looks really amazing.
Why didn't I do that? Just blow him up. Yeah, it's over.
The thing I never get about is
reactivated. Have a nice day.
Thank you. 11 minutes. Actually, my personal best is not 11 minutes. I beat this in 4, but I still can't get the boomerang batarang thing. But yeah, that was kind of sad. I was very sad about that. I still want to talk about The Dark Knight Rises, so I need to do something else. I say we do
Mind Jinx.
a beat 'em up thing, or maybe another Predator map or something, so I can just get my thoughts out on this. Cause
The thing I don't understand about Bane is that, you know, he just seems like a common criminal, like, you know, that had an experiment on him, and then it just, I don't know, it just baffles me how he would be the one to defeat Batman, you know.
Well, I mean, he was feeding himself in the comics with this type of steroid that made him superhuman.
Yeah.
So Batman broke him like, you know, he defeated him like he was a twig.
Yeah.
Wasn't any problem whatsoever. Where's the extreme, Nope, that's not it. There it is. That's what I want to do.
That is really smart, though, if he wore Batman out.
Oh, it makes sense. How else are you going to defeat Batman? You have to beat him psychologically first.
Yeah.
And then when he's at his wit's end, you know, one man can't hope to defeat the Narrows, and even the Gotham City Police Department is, you know, on the ropes and having a lot of problems by the time the end of The Dark Knight happens. And they kind of give this thing that there's kind of this false peace that's happening. Anne Hathaway, her Catwoman character, is telling Batman that a storm's coming, and they show all this stuff happening.
Yeah.
And I really don't know how Catwoman is going to play into this. I know Bane is the main baddie and all that, but I don't know how it's really going to all work out.
Isn't this a school night?
Hello, Kevin Conroy.
Is it a school night?
But yeah, I really think, and a lot of people, I commented on IGN's video and they were like, oh yeah, I think that could actually work. It's like, well, if you're going to adapt the Nightfall story arc and make it more realistic, then someone needs to die. But if you're going to kill a Batman, don't do Bruce Wayne. It doesn't make sense. Because Gordon Levitt's character, if he is playing a Batman, he's not conditioned as well as Bruce Wayne was. I mean, Bruce is a ninja for crying out loud in the series. He's a brilliant detective. You know, he has all these skills to be Batman. Yeah, someone can replace him for a little bit, but you can't replace the ideal of Batman. The only reason Dick Grayson was awesome as Batman is because he was, you know, brought up to do that.
Right.
That's the whole reason Batman trained him, is to one day take his place. And 8 years is not enough time for a police officer to pretend to be Batman. I'm sorry, it's just, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like Batman has been kind of immersed himself in the role of Batman his whole life, you know.
Right.
And even since he was a child, you know, he's been kind of thinking about doing that, and like, yeah, it's like, I totally agree with you. That makes tons of sense, you know.
Yeah, gamers, I'm not really going for massive combos. I can't talk and play at the same time. So, and I'm also doing the extreme mode, so I'm not expecting anything.
It's like both Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson have had a lifetime of training.
Training for the war, exactly.
A lifetime.
And Gordon Levitt's character, he's a new police officer from some kind of, you know, shining city, basically. Yeah. And he's coming to Gotham with all these expectations or something. And I'm not saying he's not going to be an awesome actor, but I really believe that they are going to kill his character off. And if I'm wrong and they end up killing Bruce Wayne, then you know, Christopher Nolan missed the point of the whole Nightfall thing with Batman Rising. You can't have this nobody replace the Dark Knight and, you know, just have it Batman coming back. It's not Batman coming back. And even in the first teaser trailer, Commissioner Gordon is sick from, like, some kind of disease, which, before they even announced Bane was in it, they said, okay, Ra's al Ghul is going to be in the movie again, and he released something called the Legacy virus, which was a horrible worldwide virus that, you know, basically wiped everybody out, and it started in Gotham. It was something that made everybody really sick. And you see what is Commissioner Gordon on his deathbed, and then you have all these scenes with Bruce Wayne, you know, talking to Gordon, and Gordon is like, you must come back, Gotham is falling apart, and Bruce is like, what if they're not ready for me to come back? And he's just like pleading with him, you must, yeah. You know?
Wow.
Where's the dude with the gun? Sorry. Ow. I hate the knife guys. They're my least
Yeah.
favorite people in this game. Box. Ow.
Well, babe, when we see that movie in the theater, I'm gonna be closely watching your facial expressions depending on what happens, cause
Yeah, I will definitely do a if I'm wrong, I will print a retraction, but I'm gonna do a rewind thing if IGN doesn't, because I really want to look at the trailer and, you know, be like, okay, this is what I think is really gonna happen, because Christopher Nolan and Bale and all the people as their main source material for this movie, because, you know, what happened with Heath Ledger, they had to basically go from a different approach for how to end the whole Batman arc thing. So with Nightfall, the whole point of it was having Batman overcoming not only Bane, but his successor, who goes nuts, and there was this huge triumphant return of Batman, and it would defeat the whole purpose for Bruce to die. You know, even if Batman, the legend of Batman, is to live on, it would be too shallow for that to happen. It really would. It would defeat the whole purpose of Batman rising, Batman being triumphant, so to speak, over all the stuff that ends up happening to him.
you don't really rise if it's somebody else.
Exactly. Then it's an all-new Batman. Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're not even continuing the series. So to have Batman die, you know, even from a realistic setting, yeah, it makes sense to have Batman die and then have somebody replace him and all that other stuff. But it just doesn't... It really doesn't work. It doesn't. So, anyway, gamers, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun. Again, happy Hanukkah to those of you that are Jewish, and to everyone else, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. I hope you're enjoying the Batman DLC stuff. We will be continuing more of the Arkham City stuff this week with, of course, the Identity Thief, and I will be looking at the challenge missions for Joker and some other stuff maybe later. Right now, I just want to focus on, you know, kind of taking time off, because I want to spend time with my family more, and usually I take 2 weeks off for Christmas, and I didn't really do that this year, so that's my bad. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you like this episode, you know, thumb it up. If you're new to our stuff, please subscribe, and until we meet again, gamers, God bless and happy gaming. I have a link in the description where you can go check out the new Dark Knight Rises thing for yourself. If you think I am right, or you want to you know, talk about the trailer, feel free to in the comment section below. And until we meet again, Merry Christmas, God bless, and happy gaming. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.
See ya.